Hello, and welcome, my friends, my regulars who are usually here on the evenings. Welcome to all those that are new. This is a Friday the 13th spooky stream. No, I'm just kidding. I just want to make sure that my sound and audio is working, so I need to double check my own stream, so forgive me. Or let me know in chat that all of the sound and audio and everything is working. Sometimes there's a problem, so let me know if you can hear me. And I'm going to check my own stream here just to double sure. Okay, yeah, that sounds fine. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you for joining, being part of the stream. I will be on for maybe an hour or so. I did just invite some of my friends on my Facebook page if anybody wants to join me live on stream. Any of my friends, like the people that I know well enough to be on stream and not say something crazy, I will send you a link in private message. You can join me. The app will open up into a browser. You can just use your phone or a laptop or desktop or anything that has a camera, a microphone. You don't have to be on camera. You could just be audio if you want. That would be kind of cool. Something I'd like to try and open up to some of my friends. And if it's a desired thing in the future, maybe I can reserve positions for another level of follower or whatever it is. And I don't mean to use that word follower so degrading. I just mean, anybody that's interested in being on stream or friends of mine or whatnot. Let's see. Make that Friday. So this is Fee Day. Happy Fee Day. It's yes. Guess what I picked up today? I have a lot of jokes already for that. Hello, Mirage. How is it going? Welcome to the show this evening. We are going to start off with a bit of show and tell. There's something that got announced the other day that I posted photos of on my Facebook. I was really excited about it. I've known about it for a while. Some of the reps and dealers have talked about new products and things that are coming out in the world, of course, behind the scenes, and we're not allowed to say anything. Even some of my friends that know insider stuff, like the new Arundel Towers and speaker system that we were talking about a couple days ago, few of my friends, Jay included, knows about these things, but they're not allowed to tell them, even someone like me who wouldn't say anything to the world, but they just don't say anything. So this is what's picked up. This is what's new. Sony STR. STR is a stereo receiver. D315. That's pretty cool. A dual turntable. Nice. I know the brand. That's pretty awesome. All the friends in the chat, thank you very much for being here. Before things get crazy, let me just bring on this. Let me see. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a preview. I'm going to use another YouTube channel. You can, by all means, subscribe to them, show them the likes and loves and everything. I want to bring on this announcement, and I don't know if there's going to be any music or anything like that, so I'm going to start it off and just kind of scroll through it. Again, watch it on their original channel. By all means, show the respect and do that. I don't want to be using material and get copyright. It's just I wasn't there, so I'm very excited, and I'd like to share with my audience as well. Just recently, there was an announcement by the Audio Group Denmark of their brand new gold signature flagship, top of the line, yada, yada, yada system that was announced in Aalborg, Denmark. So envious. Next Level HiFi, as well as a bunch of other publications were there on hand. Some of the dealers from Asia were there. And it just looks so incredible. So here we're going to scroll through a little bit of the video here by audiophiles.eu. This is a very popular channel. They're also on Facebook, so you want to follow them there as well. Again, no disrespect to them. I just want to showcase some of the only footage that I've seen of this system. So without further ado, let's have a look.
I prefer to undress something else.
Wow.
These babies are our new M8. We also have our new monoblocks.
So subscribe to them by all means,
We have
please.
two flagships here today. We have the M8 Gold Signature speaker, which is, I can talk a lot about that. I would take the other flagship that we're introducing here as well, which is the M8 monoblocks. We have four.
So it's a set of M8 880 monoblocks, which are pretty incredible looking. People have said they look a little bit like space heaters, which I kind of agree. They do have a space heater look about them. I mean, there might actually be models of space heater that look very similar to this, but they are definitely not space heaters. But then again, I mean, the specs look to be like a pure Class A amplifier, so they might also be space heaters, if you know what I mean.
Between the bass and the mid-range sections.
So they're amping or bi-amping different sections of the speaker system. So there's bass and treble tweeter range modules that these are amplifying.
The monoblock amplifiers are 400 watts in Class A.
400 watt Class A, and that's not any kind of Class A, that's AVIC Class A.
Circuitry here, that means it stays in Class A. No matter how much current you pull, how hard you work them, how many watts you take out, it stays in Class A, it never switches. It's not hot because we have put almost all the heat it makes is in the driver circuit, and that keeps enough bias spread to never exhaust the output transistors from bias voltage, and thus they stay in Class A even if they go pretty near zero.
So that's what I was talking about, AVIC Class A. They're designed in such a way that they're not running the rails in a certain way. They're not running it like classic Class A. They have been able to do this with their technology, and it changes up how it runs. So that's actually pretty cool. Now the kicker totaled $23. Oh, that's amazing that you got those units for that much. That's awesome. I was going to say if they are Class A. Yeah, they are Class A. But apparently they don't run hot, which is really, really cool. It's incredible loudspeakers. The amps are really nice as well. I find that the amps look very similar to their speakers. Yes, they did use the same kind of metallic look, slanted tops and back, rounded side panels. Yeah, absolutely. That they're 1-for-1 match. That's amazing. And I mean, they're $100,000. So if you're spending, it's an amazing set of monoblock amps to go along with. Say if you're spending not the million euro price tag for these M8s, but if you had a pair of T5s, you could definitely buy the monoblock amps to go along with the T5s. Would actually be even sexier if they put wood panels on the side of these amps for a different model. That would be pretty cool.
400 watts, 8 ohm, 800 watts, 4 ohm, and transient power capability of more than 100 amps. So it has...
Very cool. And again, I don't want to just leech the whole video. I just want to skip through it.
Are a folded dipole or an air motion transformer for the bass system. And it's different than other bass systems because it pushes air into motion rather than create a situation where you have a big driver in a small cabinet in a room that is a bigger cabinet, and then you exchange pressures between those two cavities.
I love how the drivers are situated sort of in the front of the cabinet, and then the rear of the cabinet kind of tapers into a narrow section. And you see this opening here at the bottom of the cabinet is different from the top of the cabinet. That's actually pretty cool. I very, very much love to see these in person, but sadly they're not going to be available yet. They might make a Vienna, sort of like the new Munich show reveal. That would be kind of cool. Could you see them with purple heartwood sides? That would be sexy. Yeah, I mean, and I've joked around with other friends, and I know amplifier designers. And I mentioned earlier today in my Facebook stream that I was talking about customizing and making new amplifiers, and if I had the money, the extra money to actually make new amps, they would be Class D, because that's what I have. I love the way that they don't generate any heat and they sound pure and they run all the way to 2 ohms with no problem, and the distortion levels are great and the characteristics are okay. If people think that they have a lack of mid-range or whatever the sound characteristics are based on the idea of the tech, I mean, I would still love to see double blind tests of Class AB and Class D amps and have people pick them out. And as with anything, there's a lot of the balancing of amps and sound is your gear. If everything is very glassy and crisp and like don't use silver, don't use, you know what I mean, like really bright AMT tweeters or certain type, you can manage the way that it sounds by both tuning or getting certain speakers that you want and then getting electronics, or having electronics that do a certain thing and having speakers perform a certain way that you want. Everything in the system chain is going to change how it sounds. So if there's a lack of mid-range or whatever it is that people say Class D has, then you can have a speaker that has extra mid-range and then all of a sudden it's balanced. Why not?
Cavities in the room. This simply is in the room, just putting air in motion. That means you don't get resonances, you don't get room booms from this kind of bass system.
Quite amazing,
We
actually.
have 12 drivers aside, so there's 12 8-inch woofers to drive this, 6 in the bottom and 6 in the top.
That's
The
incredible.
mid-tier section is 2 dynamic drivers with our magnet system in a gold signature, and the magnet system is special in this because it does not contain any iron parts. And normally you create the flux and the gap by conducting the magnetism through iron. But iron,
They're using like zirconium and silver, I guess. We don't want to go into all of the science there. Sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, that's the preview. That's the system all in. I'm so happy for this brand. I'm glad to have seen them rise through the number of years. I have been following along with them since they were announced at Expona in like 2018. Next Level HiFi showcased their O series, their first O5 tower, which was, it's a little bit older now. It is replaced by the T series, but it was the first model that I ever saw that I really adored, and I had been a fan of this brand ever since. And of course, I've known about Rido and Rido Acoustics and their technology, which Michael worked with them beforehand. And then when they formed this Audio Group Denmark with this partnership with Next Level HiFi through the number of years, I was full balls to the wall about the brand for those number of years up until like 2021, 22, when they started releasing and rumors about different models, different series. The M1 bookshelf was toured around. So there was the O series, Z series. Then they came out with the M1 bookshelf that toured Florida. A number of people heard that. Then they released the X series, and those X3s were toured around Expona one year. I believe that was the first time they had been out, and I just got so excited because it's just like when Sonus Faber released the Lumina series, which brought the quality, the Italian craftsmanship down to a price point. You could buy Sonus Faber at a different price point now. So when Boris and Acoustics and Audio Group Denmark released the X series speakers, I thought, oh, this is going to be fun. They're going to start to fill in this lower range. And they have. Now they have an L series, which is even lower price point in the Axis line. So absolutely incredible. And I'm grateful to see them come this far and enjoy their successes. Do I want to do, yes, this view. So that was pretty cool. What do you guys think of they're €1 million. Of course, that's a lot. No doubt about it. But they're at such an incredible level. I imagine they're going to be turning heads, not just for their price tag, but for their sound quality. And that's yet to be determined. I mean, MTMs are what they are, and dipole bass should do well in most spaces. Certainly with all of their amps and electronics, they're going to be able to tune everything to the way they want. something else that I wanted to bring up, I just wanted to showcase real quick as a influential band from my past. I've been listening to this band for quite a number of years, and they are still an incredible band, and I want to showcase a little bit about them. They are a metal band. They did lose a vocalist at one point, which was very sad. We're all really sad to see that they lost the singer, and I'm not really sure what the circumstances were. I don't remember. But after that point, the band had to go on hiatus. The lead singer guitarist started doing solo projects. Some of the other members did their own thing. But now, after a number of years of looking for replacement players, they have finally come to form a new band, and they will be releasing new music in 2026. Maybe not new music, but at least touring again in 26. So this is a story of the band called Nevermore. Now, this video is about 41 minutes long. It is videos of them rehearsing in space with a new singer. Again, I don't want to rip off too much of the music. It'll get copyright. But just very incredible to see them all kind of practicing and setting up and all that kind of thing. But very, very cool. And then they get into
after that. I don't know what else to really add to it. I mean, like everything he said, it just didn't leave off on the way it should have left off, you know?
Just let me, yeah.
Basically, Van and I started talking about this probably a good couple of years ago. The idea was basically that I think we left off in a weird position with the last Nevermore show in the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's
2010,
really sad.
I believe it was, right? When we stopped the band, and I guess we just felt we had more to say musically. It was something that we...
Yeah, very, very incredible. Again, I just wanted to mention this real quick that, back in the day when I was playing drums and I had my own drum kit, which I will show you, me and a friend would get together. We'd have, I'd set up the drums in the room, and this is a video of me on my other channel at a time. I used to play drum covers that they've actually been pulled offline now. I don't have the drum covers of the Nevermore band anymore because of copyright issues. So this is just me and a friend in my old bedroom just jamming out, and this is just a really rough clip of the drum sets and us just playing in the room. And I used to play all kinds of Nevermore drum covers here. I still can't believe that we put two different drum sets in this room. Just kind of just jamming over each other here. A lot of stuff happening. Yeah, this was a number of years ago, more than maybe even 20 years ago now at this point. I don't know when this was posted. 16, it says posted 16 years ago. So yes, I guess that's about the right timeline. So anyways, in this room, there's a number of different videos I have where I would basically just do the drum covers. I would cover different bands. Nevermore was definitely one of those bands at that time that I was that I was really interested in. They became a band that was challenging to me. Their music was inspiring. It was, the singer presented ideas lyrically and themes in their songs that had to do with, like, there's one song that's called Four Walls, and Four Walls talks about the American justice system and how interesting. Why is my Facebook stream it says that there's an issue with the Facebook stream. Interesting. It's warning me here. Let me see. Oh, it might have just ended. Oh, I don't know. Anyways, I'm not worried about that. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate it. That was, it feels almost like another lifetime ago, but at the same time, like it's still a part of me. I feel like I grew up as a drummer. I feel like this kind of stuff, because of it could be it detected some of the music I just played copyright wise. Some of the copyright laws are just incredibly annoying that way. I don't know what the technical details are, as if this continues a while, creating a new live stream, or just remove the destination and then re-add it. So maybe I can just remove and then add it again. Remove, and then I'm just going to add this again. That was interesting. So maybe it'll pop up again on Facebook. I have no idea. What's up? Good afternoon. Hope your cage match with HR. Yeah. So the HR thing that I mentioned the other day in the video, or just yesterday, they canceled. They also were not feeling well, which is funny because it was a meeting kind of how I've had like medical related days off and I haven't been feeling well. And then they're like, oh, okay, let's reschedule for Tuesday because today I'm not feeling well. I'm like, that's great. You could work from home and you're on salary, so that's different. It's different if you have to work labor with your hands. You have to show up, right? There's no other option. Welcome everybody. It's good to see you. Forgive me for a second. I have ice cream here that's melting, so I want to get some of this ice into my face before it's completely gone. You guys forgive me for that. Oh, it's good. I put a little bit of almond milk in it, so now it's ice, and then a drizzle of maple syrup. Because Canadian. They blew it off, rehashing the paperwork. Yeah, maybe. Could be. Ice cream rules all year long. Absolutely. What else can we do for fun? I want to do this for fun. It's going to get my whole stream copyright, but let's do it together. I'm going to lower the volume on my stream. Hopefully it works out. Let's do this today because I normally do. Yes, absolutely. Chana's always eating on stream and the daily HiFi shows that I remember. I haven't been able to tune into that for such a long time because my working nights, my working days means that I'm in bed early almost every night except for Friday night, which I can do this kind of thing. Yeah, let me see. Vanilla ice cream with honey, wild blueberries. Yes, honey would be a good one. I use maple syrup. I have honey here as well. So yeah, let's go through this release radar. You guys can see what's going on screen. We did this one the other day. This is the song that I played in the other stream. So we're going to skip that one and we're going to move on to some of these other ones. You'll be able to see what I'm doing in a release radar this way. It should be full quality. It's going to get muted or copyright, so you guys know what to do. Comment on the video afterwards, thumbs up. Comment on some other stuff, other videos, the ones that are, you guys can't see what's copyright anyways, but basically the ones that are copyright free. Oh, and the other thing that I did, and look out for this, is I did another binaural audio recording comparing the Monitor Audio Studio 89s with the Radiant Acoustic Clarity 6.2s at my computer desktop. So in this position, let me show you what's going on here. Yeah. Hold on. Yes. So in this position, I actually have two cameras set up today. Yes. What's going on? Oh my God. That's crazy. Why would it do that? That's so funny. Wow. Come on back. Hello. As soon as I did that to the camera started freaking out on me. It's still on. I have no problems with that. But hello, Pixel Castle. What's going on? Let me try that again. Get that different camera view. It's still on. I don't know why it's not working. That's really weird. Anyways, I'm glad that you guys are all like regulars. It's so amazing. You've been testing some HiFi IEMs headphones. Must say it's just as good. Some classic, just as good of the classic studio headphones, etc. Sony AT, and the price is unreal. IEMs have come a long way. Honestly, there's a lot of good out there with those. So let's do this. Let's do this release radar. So I've got the volume down as far as I know. Yeah, if that camera's not going to behave itself, I'm going to unplug it. And I'm going to plug it back in. Okay. Let's see if it works now. This is all kind of like in real time. Yeah, it works. So I don't know why it didn't work the first time, but yeah, I tested these versus the monitor audios, which are behind these ones on the. So it was in this position and it was binaural audio, right? You guys know what's up. Okay, let's do the release radar. Scroll through these songs. First up on the list, this is Blade Runner, and it's going to be drum and bass, which should be pretty exciting. If it sounds loud, I'm going to try to adjust the volume, and you guys let me know in chat if it's a little bit loud.
We once built machines to serve us. Tools of speed, of power, and of precision.
Oh yes, Tampa Audio Show. Let's check the vendor list afterwards. They posted exhibitors. Cool. Let's cover that after I'm done with the songs.
And now, on the edge of a new epoch, we face not a rival, but a reflection.
So the volume's okay? Everybody's versus my voice, is it the same or lower?
Man and machine, no longer separate. Thought and code, heartbeat and signal merging. This is
Assuming you guys can hear it at all. Can you hear any of the music playing?
It's the next phase. A new consciousness. Formed of
Okay,
carbon
perfect.
and silicon,
Thank you. That's awesome. I'm glad it is working.
not artificial.
It'd be pretty much a huge waste if I couldn't hear anything. It will get louder, of course. We have to wait for the drop to come in, and while it's playing, I'm just going to blow my nose real quick.
Amplified. Evolved. We are becoming one.
That's what I'm talking about. Holy shit. Booyah. Did it get louder? Is it okay? Still loud? Oh, that's such a banger. I'm immediately adding that to my playlist. That's so good. Wow. All right, on to the next track. Again, let me know about the volumes, if it changes, if it's too loud. Front 4242 is a little more industrial. Definitely not like drum and bass, but it's got some of that electronic sound in it. Welcome to Friday the 13th, everybody, if you didn't realize it was Friday the 13th. Not that it means a whole lot of anything. But also be excited for Valentine's Day. How cool is that? Hopefully everybody gets some real love out there. Gonna have some dubstep tracks here. Sounds pretty cool. It's very like video game sounding. Such a build up to these songs, and I don't want to skip through it because that just seems unfair. Should be a pretty interesting drop. This is Excision and Subtronics. They're both very, very big names in the business. Hopefully my mic still works after I mute and unmute it. This software is really glitchy sometimes. All the frequencies that can be annoying.
That's a fucking big one.
Wow. Yeah, I've got to say that kind of music for me, the sound effects, it's interesting. It's definitely not my favorite because a lot of those sound frequencies are strange to listen to in hi-fi, but when you're at a club and the bass is very, very loud, those kinds of sounds actually peek through. So then I can understand it for club music, but not for regular listening. This is Bjorn Lynn. Very calm music after that aggressive music there. I'll check my messages here. Nobody's messaging me. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Calm sort of sound. And the next one, Grinding by Moody Good. This is a dubstep artist, mostly. Where's this playlist on Spotify? It wouldn't be for you because this is my own curated list. You see at the top here it says Release Radar. This Release Radar is only for me. So it's picking songs based on what I listened to this week. It wouldn't show up for you. I can copy some of it into my own playlist. All these other playlists are visible. Like all these lists, you can find. All these other playlists that are mine. Oh, no. I guess it's curated only for me based on what I listen to. The same thing with this list. This one's based on what I listened to this week. It's actually really good. And then this one, the same thing. It's just for me. So I can save them and make it public every week. But when it comes out, it wouldn't be visible to everybody else. You would have your own version of this list. Moody Good. Really slow. Red Pill and Audio. This could be drum and bass. Got it. So I gotta do the same using AI for picks and playlists, etc. Yeah, they have that DJ, AI DJ curating agent or whatever on some of these things, and it's It's okay. I think it repeats too many favorite songs. It doesn't get you like random enough selections, although sometimes it's pretty good. It's improving all the time, and there are some features built into each streaming platform that help you like select. But yeah, for the most part, I like the release radar, which is new stuff, versus discovery, which could be anything. I like both of them, and that's the reason why I share them here on YouTube. I mean, it does get me demonetized, but like I was saying, the comparison video I have coming out with the binaural audio and the other one I did with the monitor audios actually turned out really well. The binaural recording is great. There's only a little bit of crackling in it, but you get the idea of the recordings. Much better than just using my phone. I made some killer concert live playlists from shows, 70s live stuff. Yeah, that's nice. In for the drop. Wow, come on. Good tunes for subs, yes. Yeah. Drum and bass stuff is good for subs, yeah. And you're going to be able to, in this stream, as of this kind of level, the sound should be broadcasting through stream at full quality, not like what I normally give you guys, which is through a microphone, through the phone, through the compression. It's still YouTube compression, but now it's streaming basically directly from the service. So the quality on your end, if you're playing on a system, will be much, much better. It gives you the idea of like what I really want for a showcasing. You know, it's like being a DJ, I guess, but not really. Who was that first band you played again? The first band, I mean, metal-wise? Like the band that I was playing? Yeah, this would sound good on my KLF 10s, yeah. Big. Anything lost, this is awesome CD. Basically, but it's not going to be through the stream, right? The stream is manipulating the audio, so that doesn't count. You're not getting the full bandwidth. You're just getting better than if it was on microphones. And this band, the first band that I showcased was... on this? That was Blade Runner. This song, Evolution. Blade Runner Evolution is the one you want. I'll link it for you. Hold on. I can link it in here. Maybe. That might work. You let me know if it actually worked. Next one. Absolutely. This is the reason why I share some of the music. I want people to find some new cool stuff. And it's like if we're not adventurous and we don't get outside of our bubble, then we'll never find anything new. So that's the whole point of doing this. Nice, absolutely. Blade Runner in general, there's a number of songs by Blade Runner that are really, really good. Look up Rave Machine, the Rave Machine VIP, and then let me know what you think. All right. Oh, wow. This is an old one. Wow. Poor Little Fool, Tina Turner. Oh my God, this is old. I'm too close to turn around. Oh, yes, I am. Now someone's gonna say, oh, it would sound better if it was on vinyl. Yes, I know. I'm just teasing. That's too funny. All right, switch it up. Marlon Craft. Not sure if she had the $1 million policy on her legs back then. Yeah. I remember that. She got insured for her legs. Is that who ZZ Top was talking about?
Post-humorous, the soul's posthumous, they gotten us.
Interesting.
Loving what we ought not to trust. I've forgotten stuff that used to be the tenets of my grind. Rent's gotten up, a lot's not enough. The crock pot of justice cooking slow. It's a show, it's a circus, we living in the content. Take our information, we ain't really giving consent. Take our information like we try and keep in touch. Out of touch is what we all get. Another empty pawn sent to do the work of false royalty.
Nice work. And this is going to be just like wetland sounds, so that's not cool. XG. This must be off of a new album that they have out. That's really cool. Pretty classic from them. And let me see. So like those huge Borson speakers you showed the other night cost $1 million. Yeah, $1 million euros. €1 million. 12, 13, 14, 15 drivers. It's 15 drivers per cabinet. It's 12 8-inch woofers per cabinet. I thought they were going to do like dual like 10-inch woofers, but I guess they had the 8s already, so it made more sense to just do 8-inch woofers. Yeah, dude. Must be nice. Must be nice for whoever can afford that. It's a song by Getter. This is going to be dubstep. Yeah, I mean, Borson Acoustics are not playing around. It's a brand built on engineering, and all of their tech is really really expensive. So maybe they could fit a few more. Well, they do have their own bass modules, so yeah, it's possible. We're gonna skip the soundtrack. Move on to this one. Probably already have some sold. Yeah, to someone in Asia for sure. With an 8 in the name. 8 is like the good luck number for the Chinese and Asian cultures, as far as I know. I mean, I could be mistaken for how many, but 8 is definitely a lucky number. So for sure they're going to sell them. Maybe that was on purpose. Call them the M8s. But it makes sense because they have the M1, 2, 3, 6. The M6 was the other model. And 8, you just go up by 2s, of course. This is true. 4 is a bad luck number. That I know. That's why there's no M4. But the Forte 4s, the Klipsch Forte 4s, Klipsch don't give a shit, obviously. Brands that put the 4 in their names, you know they're not trying to market to Asian markets. But if they skip the 4, they definitely are trying to. You can see it in lots of brands. There's hardly any models with 4 in the number. Any of them. It's for that reason. Exactly that reason. It's the same reason why you don't see 13, like floor 13, Friday the 13th. Like it's like a weird number for us here. So I've been getting Facebook reels about a band called Moonroof from Philly. Not bad at all. Cool. I'm going to play you a band at the end of this list, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. You know how I am with new music. Megadeth off the new album. This is Hey God. Interesting. Hey God. Just some more classic Megadeth sound. Can't get around it. Asian market, the bad luck is trying to drive safely in their oh God, you gotta be kidding me. That's the case in a lot of different places right now for different reasons. It's not just the classic stereotype. I mean, have you ever heard of Brampton in Canada? So a public bus just crashed the other day into a parking lot. So floor 4, the same in Vegas casinos, none typically. Yeah, for the same reason. They'll skip 4 and they'll skip 13 so they can cater to everybody's superstitions. And if you're gambling down there and spending your money, they don't want to offend anybody, throw anybody off. They're like, yeah, come here, spend your money, and we'll take care of you. We'll get rid of whatever floor numbers you want gone. Cheers. Ooh. Get those subwoofers ready. Nice. That's Simula and Casra. Oh, this is a nice cover song. So if you get down my way, the hot convenience stores in the Wawa, their parking lots are worse than the Wild West. Well, I could say the same thing about the North and here. Like, the Brampton is known for terrible, terrible traffic problems. Interesting cover. So it's like different lyrics to a different melody. Little Miss Misdemeanor. Missy Elliott, new song. Cool. Hell yeah, Wawa, the same always lunatics in the Wawa parking lots fights. Yeah, I hear that. I mean, that's sad. You know, probably a lot worse lately with all the stress around the world. I'm skipping through these pretty fast because I want to show you this other band. Ooh, Stevie Wonder. Check this one out. That's nice.
Driving and thinking, it all starts to sink in. I'm not the one in the wrong. I made my mark, baby. We should be way.
Yeah, park in the boonies. Yeah, of course. I mean, unless you're going somewhere, then you have no choice. You have to park where you're going. My option is just never go where it's bad. Nice. All right, skip it. Switch it up. Richard Marx, Rod Stewart. Wow. This might get me muted, so don't put any faith in this section. Yeah, like across the street. Yeah, gotcha.
It could happen to you if you're young at heart.
All right, I'm going to skip that because that might get me muted or blocked. And for the record, if you guys notice, if any of the songs get the stream either blocked or whatever it is, sometimes if it's only a few out of some of the streams, I'll have to erase the song in the background, and then it affects the quality of my voice when I'm playing back. You guys wouldn't notice because you're here live. You get to hear everything straight out of the gate, but in the playback, if I have to edit it, the playback is going to have edited sounds and my vocals will be diminished in quality or manipulated because they're erasing the song behind my voice. And that's in order to have the video play and not be blocked or anything like that. So it happens sometimes. It's unfortunate, but I don't own the rights to the music, so they have every right to do that to the stream. I just have to compensate. So, yeah. Wow. And yes, yeah, sad. You know, just people just being wild. YouTube hand slaps. What is this? Carnival. This is obviously a metal band. Let's just move on. AI therapist, infected mushroom. This should be very entertaining. Sorry about the view. I didn't realize that I didn't bring it back up again. How is everybody doing tonight? Let me hear from whoever's watching. I see 5 on my watch list. 1 from the Facebook side, so that's really great. Thank you very much for that. We are just going through a release radar on a Friday. Just bringing some new music to people. Why not? This is the joy in the world. I always wanted to be a DJ. Honestly, I really did. I wanted to be a DJ when I was younger, and the idea of the idea of sharing new music and hi-fi stuff with people is still such a pleasure. Chill tonight. That's good. Glad to hear that. That's a good state. So I frequent some other YouTube lives of music. They sometimes get the lives taken down. Usually just relaunch the stream. Yeah, like if it gets muted and you're streaming live, like because you're just playing music and not talking, right? I'm talking over it. So I'm not trying to get away with just copying the music. I'm actually talking through it. Some interesting sound effects. What the hell? I always wanted to be a full-time roadie. That would be nice. Yeah. A lot of work. Or like a band photographer or like a label photographer. That would be pretty cool. Then you don't have to do any of the roadie work and you can still tour with them. Interesting sound. Very jazzy. Seven Dust, another interesting band. Did a lot of part-time roadie stuff. Certain songs will get your live taken down. Yeah, I guess that's true. If they're really, really popular, and that's why I skip some of them. If I know that it's one of those types of artists, like the Eagles or Blue Rodeo or Elton John, or you know what I mean, like one of those really big names. Andre Bocelli, you know, certain names just absolutely will get pulled. I know that for sure. Metal shows, some reggae, that's really cool to do roadie stuff. That's awesome. Almost at the end here, and then we're going to explore a new artist that I have never played for you guys, or at least I don't think I have played for you guys. But I do want to play the band because I think like they were also a really big influence in some of my music and opening my music taste when I was younger, because it's like one of those fusion kind of bands, but I'd never heard anything like it before in my life, so it was really, really interesting. So on the other hand, that guy, there's the guy that dual streams on Twitch with constant music and he has no issues. It depends, you know, like Twitch won't get you pulled for some stuff. Some things it will, but I think that most stuff it doesn't. I mean, I don't know. I know people that have had like full DJ sets on Twitch and nothing happens. It depends. It really depends. I don't know. I don't know how they get away with it. So the food runs were always hilarious with these bands. Well, yes. They make all kinds of demands just because they could. It's one of those slow rock bands. All them witches. Interesting. Josie on the rocks, not you.
Hungry with greed. Kick me when I am down.
Doom metal, yeah, there you go. That's what it's called. It's not stoner metal, it's doom metal. This one sounds very well recorded. This is nice.
You're begging me to give you something to believe.
I recommend everybody listen to this on your own time. I mean, I don't want to be broadcasting for the sake of it. If you're interested in it, please, follow along, pause, go back, pause the stream, look it up, play it for yourself. Alberto Rigoni. This looks like it's AI, but it's not. There's obviously artists here, but this, the album or song thing is. No, Russian Doomer music? I mean, if I did, I wouldn't know that that's what it was. Van Halen's famous No Brown Eminem ride? Yes. Yes. Band Rider stuff? Yeah, I've heard. Thrust by Pussifer. Pussifer is the side band of the lead singer from Tool. If you guys didn't know. Very interesting music. It's not my favorite, if I'm gonna be honest. I guess this is the new album. It looks like it. Never got into Pussifer. Huge Tool fan. Yeah, I like Tool more than Pussifer. And I actually like his other band. Perfect Circle. I liked his Perfect Circle band more than Pussifer. No, go back. All right, 2 more songs. Then we're going to play a new suggestion. And then you guys can, I don't know, what are we at? We're almost at an hour, so I'm doing pretty good so far. Cat Pascal. Pretty nice. Recorded well. I don't have it loud on my side just for the microphone and echo. If you could actually hear it through my mic, then there would be a pretty bad echo in here. That's a nice sound. I like that. That one's going in my 26 list. Do I have a 26 list yet? I guess not. Well, it's going in a new list. Last song for the night. Well, not really. Last song for this list. Then we'll get into this band that I want you to hear. Pilator Insanus. Stefan Benecki. Sounds like a guitar artist. My completely melted ice cream over here. Oh my god. Why did I think to make ice cream right before I came on live stream? I thought I had more time, honestly. Still chunks of ice in the bottom. Cool. Well, now on to a new band. I want to introduce you to someone. And I want to showcase their earlier album. It's the one that started it all for me. Absolutely hilarious. I want you guys to enjoy and appreciate what this is. I say, whatever I hear, Perfect Circle, I want to watch Constantine again. Yeah. Really, really. Well, I mean, I think that Keanu Reeves is going to be doing a Constantine re-up. Like, he's going to be doing it again, another movie. He said that was one character he wanted to revisit. Never had the chance to. So, anyways, are we ready to check out this band? You guys want to hear something new? It's metal, but it's also really funky. They have a horn section. It's really great. There's actually music videos here too, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. And I want to play like a couple of different ones. That way you guys get to hear like a different kind of sound, but definitely listen to the whole album. Receiving the Gift of Flavor, absolutely amazing band. They should definitely do another concert. Absolutely. I think that has a lot of potential. At least, I mean, like they did so many different versions of The Exorcist, right? Like that's all kind of in that theme. It's not quite as gritty, but the Constantine has like a lot of that kind of feel to it, and it's no irony that he also did Devil's Advocate, the lawyer movie, also really awesome. So good themes. I think he has some potential there, and I hope he does. So, okay, let's get into this band. I want you guys. I really hope that you enjoy this band. I'm gonna play. I don't know what I'm going to play, but they're all really good. So I'm going to play the first song on the album, and then we'll pick some other clips. So hopefully you enjoy this. Yeah, he's got a amazing bass player, amazing drummer. Skip John Wick 4 and do Constantine. Well, they already did John Wick 4. They're working on 5 now, after the ballerina. I have John Wick 4 on my shelf. So any thoughts on the music so far before I go on? It's very different. I mean, imagine when I was, I don't know, this came out in 96, so I must have been 16 or 17 years old. And imagine hearing this at the time in that kind of era. This was not a thing. This kind of music just didn't exist. There was a lot of fusion types of bands back then, but this is, very different. Nice. I love this. This band is absolutely amazing. No one really talks about it though. Like nobody that I know, barely anybody that I know knows this band. Yeah, I love it. So it's like I said, it's like a ska metal band-ish with the horn section, just changes up the vibe entirely. I love it. It's such an amazing band, and if you get a chance, I would say definitely just listen to it at home, and the main takeaways are the drums and the bass guitar.
pulling on the girlies. Our only concern is where the keg party is. Accelerating down, we're getting there early. Steaming up the window cause you're so fucking thirsty. What you got? It's making an important stop. Over the curb to the neon light. It's not fast food and it ain't no pit stop. It's the thirst plot! Yeah! We're going to the liquor store!
It's so funny. Like, what are they singing about?
We're going to the liquor store! We're going to the liquor store!
Yeah. Anyways, that's my gift. My gift for you is this album. It's called The Urge is the band. Receiving the Gift of Flavor is the album. 1996. Oh my goodness. What an incredible time. We have come to the hour and change mark. Hopefully you guys, everybody enjoyed a bit of that. So you know the saying. What do I know the saying? This saying? He doesn't advertise he's from Toronto. No, I mean, most people don't have to, like Jim Carrey, same thing. Those guys, they don't often refer to the place, more like they're just known as Canadian-ish. I like the trumpets. Yeah, it's like trumpet, trombone. There's a couple of different ones. Yeah, licorice. Yes. That's a Mike Myers joke in The Love Guru. Didn't think I knew that, huh? What else is new in... oh, yeah, I meant to look up... Dun, 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 dun. Florida Audio Fest. This is what I was going to get to. Way older than Mike Myers movies. Yeah, it's in that movie though as a joke. So exhibitors and brands. Here we are. Audio Expo. This is February 20 to 22nd. This is next weekend, everyone. Holy shnikes. So this is the whole the marketplace layout. Brandon hallway. So this is Orlando Records, Silver Sonic, Sound Idea Stereo, Agent Pure Audio. Then they have some that are like available, pending, available. How is that possible? It's like next weekend. Wow, this isn't all dialed up yet. That's crazy. OTS Florida Sound Quality, Prodigy Audio, Sound Factory. So yeah, all of the vendors are actually available. That's all the marketplace. Then Titled Rooms, YG Acoustics, that's amazing. Focal Name, Perfect 8, Gershman Acoustics, American Sound Distribution, that's cool. Unique Home Audio, Scott Walker, Wild World, that's cool. Valve, that's good. Accor Acoustics, Scott Walker, that's awesome. Next Level HiFi, Avik Ansus Borson, Dreamscapes AV, Clarisis Audio, also down there. Suncoast Audio, so that's the ground floor. The Numbered Rooms, the second floor. Triode Wave Labs, Shelly Labs, Volti Audio, Dreamscapes, Aesthetics, Dreamscapes, SVS, that's cool on the second floor. Third floor, Tone Audio, VK Music, Spiritual Sound. So they still have rooms that are available in the third and fourth floor. That's really cool. Chesky Audio. It's got 2 different versions of that bookshelf now, so that's awesome. Say Florida show would be great for us Canucks in February. I went down there a number of years ago, and I had a lot of fun. And my article on that has been posted. It's on HiFi Pig. So if you look up HiFi Pig Florida 2024, I think it was 24. It might have been 23, but I think it was 24. Yeah, I was in Florida and I covered the show and a lot of my photos are there. You guys can look it up. Actually, I'll see if I can find it now. And I will link it into chat. How about that? I should have it. Should have it bookmarked, but what the hell? Why is it not working? It won't load the page. Probably full of snowbirds too. I don't know what that means. What's snowbirds? The planes? Are you talking about jets? What are you talking about? Why is this not loading? Oh my God. So many pop-ups. God. So there's a link to the Florida Expo 2024. Yep, those are all my photos down there, showcasing all of the different products. They're okay photos. I mean, I've definitely gotten better over time now that I have my full camera. So that was 2024. I missed last year. Didn't have the money this year. Didn't really make a lot of sense to put money in certain shows that not going to make a lot of money on the back end. So I didn't want to spend money going places that I wasn't going to make money on. Just it's not worth my time. It's fun going, and I really enjoy it. But this year there's so much stuff going on that couldn't afford it. It's actually a photo that ELAC stole. They took it off the webpage and used another article's write-up in this space. They legitimately took it and put it on another magazine's page. Unbelievable. Hey, bro, if you like my photography so much, why don't you hire me? That's what really started pissing me off about doing the extra work and being out a lot of money and not being able to make any money doing it. Like, these photos really need work. Some of them are great, but some of them really need work. It's good composition, but I can tell that the quality needs to come up a lot. Anyhow, back to 2026. Yeah, Orchard Audio, Soundfield Audio, that's amazing. Playback Distribution, a big name these days. Luxury HiFi, House of Stereo, Ball Audio Distribution, Margulies Group. Yeah, lots of stuff here. Rotel Monitor Audio, Audio Quest. Up to the fourth floor, Audio Note UK, ISO Acoustics. Yeah, looks like a pretty good show. Happy to see it. I'm glad that shows are still doing well, and we still have options out there. They're not, completely wrapped up, essentially. So without further ado, what's going on over here? Yeah, Florida show should be good. Are you going to be attending the show? Or we're going to have to find out from other people that are going, because I don't know anybody that's going. Most people are talking about Expona. And I just saw another show announced, which is really funny. The show, T.H.E show, the home entertainment show, the human experience show, I don't know what, it changes names like so much. They were going to have a show in Vegas in January. And then sometime in December, they canceled last minute because there was a problem with the venue. I didn't ever get an explanation for that. Also didn't want to look into it. I decided not to go to that show earlier in December or November because it was a little iffy and I wasn't really sure about it. Also the costs. So that's when I paid to, I bought the Black Ocean Audio speakers, which I'm still waiting for. It's February now. There's been a lot of go back and forth, and I know there's some things that are going on there with getting them built, so it's not entirely at fault per se. But I mean, I paid in November, and now in February, I still don't have a completed pair, so to speak. That's still coming. But anyways, I decided to invest my money in Nick and give him the faith. And we're still working together. And I'm sure that what we're getting is going to be great. I mean, really great. I think I second guessed the first run around. And because of that, it caused delays. So some of that is definitely my fault. 100%. I take that on myself. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm thrilled to get those in-house and see how they stack up and compare to some other stuff that I'm going to be looking at in the future. So anyways, the point was the show now announced that they're having their follow-up show date, which is now announced for March 20th. But March 20th to 22nd is exactly the same time Montreal Audio Fest is happening. So everybody's already booked for Montreal. Would you not look around to find out what your environment is like before you make a move like that? What the fuck? Seems really like, why would you do that? Even as a show person involved, like, do brands really need to be stretched thin all over the map just to serve another show? And let's face it, brands have to pay for these shows. The guys that put on the show make a shit ton of money. That's how that works. Expona is April 16th, or no, April 10th, which is 3 weeks later. So to have show after show after show after overlapping show, like, why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. It's like, it's ambitious, and maybe it's a whole lot of different reasons, and it's going to cater to a different set of display. You know what I mean? But brands are showing in February for Florida. Brands have the option of mostly Canadian brands, let's face it, in Montreal. Some of them are international, but most of them are Canadian. So maybe the ones that are not going to Canada to display can display in Vegas, but they just had a show canceled within 3 weeks of the show. If I was a brand right now and I looked at the history of that show, I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I'm sorry, but that's really sketchy. Let me see. A lot of Canadians go here to baseball spring. Yes, spring training is definitely a thing in Florida. We know. Someone on here the other night was going, huh? There was someone on here that's the other night was I don't understand what that said at all. It's funny, they have $2 beers, $2 everything in Toronto games usually. No, they don't. Not anymore. $12 beers maybe. So would love to see Jays spring training. Jays are the big ticket now since going World Series. Yeah, I mean, going to the World Series and losing, I don't know. I mean, I think Toronto fans are literally insane because they vote for their teams regardless of what happens. It's fandom is what it is. And I think that's because there's nothing else to do here. I mean, it's a major city in North America, but it's also Canadian city. The government and the way that they spend and fund and build things. Like, we just had a light rail system that was planned and started 15 years ago. It just completed recently at triple the cost. The people that are up here managing Canada are fucked. Definitely too many problems up here. I don't know what the hell's going on. Boss tones on vodka. Oh, okay. It's a metal version of the specials. Oh, okay. No idea. You guys lost me. Too many references and not enough explanation back to back. Anyways, we are at an hour and 20. Thank you for sticking around. Montreal knows how to do subways. Yeah, the metro there is great. It really is. And that's a city built on basically a mountain, on an island. And it's still amazing. Yeah, I agree. You know, there's something, I mean, say what you want about the French or the Canadian French or the disputes that we have between Canadian French and the rest of the country. They definitely do things right. I mean, they have a separate sort of government sort of ish. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but they seem to be doing a lot more right with Montreal. The comedy fest, the sports, the concert venues, the downtown core, the way that they party, the way that, a lot of stuff. Montreal compared to Toronto, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, Toronto's got cool, recognizable buildings, the CN Tower, the Sky Dome, certain things like that, City Hall. They have things that you can look at and recognize and be like, oh, that's cool. But they don't have like the Montreal Comedy Festival, and they don't have, you know what I mean, like old Montreal. There is no old Toronto. Toronto looks like a brutalist mistake. It's shit. I was just talking with someone who is either from the Ukraine or from Russia, was traveling through Russia and showcasing like the train stations and the architecture and the buildings outside, and like everything is gold leafed and everything is handcrafted and everything's got statues, and oh my God, it's so beautiful. Everywhere you look, it's amazing looking. And there's nothing that looks that amazing here, at least not to the public. Maybe if you're part of some secret society somewhere and you go to the basement of some hotel, then it's like extravagant and old world sort of Illuminati bullshit. But not just like a public train station. Russia looks absolutely stunning. What is this? I was born in Buffalo, almost in Toronto. Grandfather took the wrong exit to hospital for... That's funny. Yeah. Slow down a little bit, maybe. Say Polish train stations for some... Same for the new ones. Yeah, just absolutely beautiful. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's the new world doesn't hold a candle to the old world. I mean, I love new tech, but I love the way stuff looks when it's old, right? So imagine old architecture but new technologies. Why not? I don't understand why not. So all I remember Montreal is a roller skating rink. What a thing. You could actually skate on the river in Ottawa and in Montreal. They have like that stuff set up that way. Really cool shit. You can skate at City Hall for Toronto, but that's, it's a fake body of water instead of an actual river. So easy to take the border by mistake. I did it all the time working with, yeah. People just trying to cross the border by accident. Yeah, funny. Went to Peace Bridge, exit in a rush. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't drive off the side of the bridge, but, Anyways. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. I'm sad that my ice cream melted. I'm still going to eat the cream though, and it completely melted, which is good because it's real ice cream. And shout out to my other camera that's still back here, hanging out, showcasing the system. This is the system, everybody. So thank you for joining and watching. I appreciate that. Trying to do something different around here. Yeah, so future videos. Is it real ice cream? I just learned about frozen dairy. Yeah, it is real ice cream. Some of the more expensive stuff, like there's flavors of Ben & Jerry, and Haagen-Dazs, of course, is actually the best, one of the best. But I mean, you don't want to spend like $8 for... It's a treat. Essentially, it's only like I'm reducing it to like once a month, and I'm changing my diet where I'm basically fasting for 6 days a week and I get one cheat day. Have to. There's things about my life, if I'm going to end this podcast on something personal, which I should because I still have the real life stuff part of my channel. I just try to minimize it. Most people are looking for audio advice and products, and like that's cool and all, but we're all human first, and then we have a hobby. So my focus on diet and trying to change everything around is, one's obviously dealing with Crohn's is no fun. But if I'm honest, I think my diet has been shitty for a long time. So doing that to get myself in better health, lose weight the right way, my doctor's definitely recommended strength training. So I have to kind of balance the two out. You can't do dieting and fasting and then also try to strength train because you have to eat to feed your muscles. So you got to do both the right way. So I'm getting a dietitian. I'm going back to therapy for my skull piece. There's a few things that I just want to like talk and work through. I'm aware of a lot of stuff, which is good, but getting the noise out of my head is going to also be important. So I'm definitely going back to therapy for that. Then I'm getting an MRI for my shoulder. You guys know that I talked about that from October. I was helping out in moving and setting up some stuff in October, and I injured my shoulder. It's now February and it's still sore in certain places. So I have to start doing some physio and stretches, and I'm getting an MRI to make sure that something isn't really messed up. Because if I let it go too long and, deterioration is what it is, if there's a bad injury, I need it looked at. Otherwise, my left arm will just fall off. Let me catch up here. So, what? RBST? I don't know what that is. In Canada, you have to read every label. Here, stateside, they put poison in it. I don't know what that. Oh, I don't know what RBST is. What's RBST? Yeah, there's labels of nutritional facts and ingredients and all that stuff in Canada. What are you talking about? I eat well and go to the gym 4 times. Yeah. So I need the motivation. I would love if I had like a gym partner. That would be cool. But beef flavoring is an ingredient on steaks. Blew me away. Yeah, there's a lot of fake stuff out there, man. Whole foods, like eating real whole foods, not manufactured, processed, chopped up, like real, you know what I mean? Yeah. Looks like you're on the right track. I'm on a track, I guess. I'm looking to do the right things for my life, essentially. Now, it hasn't really started, but I've got the ball rolling, so to speak. But yeah, I've got a number of things. RBST is a hormone they use in yogurts. Interesting. I don't know what that is. And I don't eat yogurt, so yeah, it's not frozen yogurt. I mean, there might be there's elements in here that keep the consistency. You ever heard of those, what do they call it? The gums? I could read you the ingredients, but I'm pretty sure it's real. Lost my train of thought. My train of thought just choo-choo. Yeah, a couple of those personal things coming up, so we'll see how it goes. It should be fine. My rescheduled meeting with HR is Tuesday. We have a holiday here in Canada, Family Day in February. Also, happy Black History Month for anybody who falls into that category. Not many that I know of that come to stream are identified as such. Doesn't really matter. Human or human. Doesn't make a difference. Yeah. Couple of interesting things coming up later in the year. Montreal first, Expona second. I got a better deal on accommodations, a surprise accommodation. You guys are not going to believe what's happening in Expona. Holy shit. Let me tell you. So if you're watching the stream after the fact and you make it to an hour and a half later, your comment underneath this video needs to be Expona. So you can click like and subscribe and write Expona in anticipation for what I'm going to experience when I get to Expona. I still got to buy my tickets, and hopefully everything lines up with all my specialists and appointments, because it's a lot of timing. In Montreal, time off, Expona, time off, my doctor meetings, the appointment for MRI. I don't know when that's coming up. I'm getting a dietitian. That's another thing. The dietitian is going to help me go through all of my diet stuff. Yeah. This one, no, I don't think I have. Maybe I have. Yeah, it's like a black label with the name across it. Or is that could be a style of butter, I'm thinking, or margarine. Old Country. I don't know what's going on anymore. I eat whole foods, no bullshit, makes a difference. Yeah, it does. It does, 100%. And I need to. I mean, the thing is about a lot of whole foods, like I can't have nuts and seeds and a lot of fibers, the wrong fibers or whatever, in certain things will affect my Crohn's, right? So I have to have a whole foods list, but I have to also navigate through them. Certain foods trigger things like, what do they call them? Like FODMAP stuff. But then I also learned that certain foods have like a histamine trigger. So I have to avoid both of those and some other things that are like texture wise because my body is diseased and not normal, right? A normal body can process whatever whole foods you want to shove into it. That's how they teach you, but they don't have like a guide for like, oh, you have this disease plus this, this, and this. There's no, you know what I mean? Like it's so catered to a specific genetic type or response that there's no general diet for those people. Everyone's going to be a little bit different, but at least if your body functions normally, you can start with a general diet like that and then go from there. Eat like a Neanderthal living Roman. Yeah, of course. But you'd have to be a normal human being in order to have that. White and blue labels for the... Oh, yeah, I think I have. I maybe have, but I don't remember. That one's just like a... Breyers something, Breyers Premium. Yeah, that's about it. So that'll be the end of the stream. Look forward to the sound comparison. I did the binaural audio of the Radiant Acoustics and the monitor audio. I always stutter when I'm trying to say that because I always want to say something other than monitor audio. It sounds weird, monitor audio, where they're not really monitors. They don't make monitors as far as I know. Like PMC, the professional monitor company, they make monitors, studio monitors. And those are called Studio 89. So when I say monitor audio studio, it's like there's so many audio words back to back. So funny. I love that the Black Ocean audio speakers are called Le Chiffre from James Bond. And if you guys didn't know, all the Black Ocean audio speakers are named after James Bond villains. It's very, very cool. It's an easy way to remember the names. It's not a model number. It's not an inventory number. It's not a catalog number. It's not a model based on how the driver sizes or whatever it is. It's just a name, which is really great. I love that. Let me see. Far from normal. Well, yeah, that's debatable. I'm normal. Everyone else is off. I actually just told my buddy Don Dunn, it was on my comment section. We're talking about vertical amps in my comment section with Facebook. And I was telling everybody that I really like the new Boris and Avic amps that are vertical. And earlier we talked about amps that have a certain custom type. And my comment was, I don't like anything normal. Like anything that's not normal, I like it. So Monitor Audio, I've been at it for a while. Yes, they have been. They're an old industry. That's true. Audio industry just makes up unique nomenclature to get you to buy it. Sometimes, but not really. Most of the time, they make absolute garbage. It's just an inventory number. Like when I found out that Martin Logan's ESL, not ESL types, but their Connoisseur series or Renaissance or whatever you want to call it, those panels where it's the subwoofer that's a dipole or bipole on the bottom and then the panel on the top. They have a 9, 11, and 15. It's a 9A, 11A, and 15A. And you know what the numbers mean? Did anybody want to make a guess before I just give it away? That's how wide the panels are. That's it. The 9A is a 9-inch wide panel, 11 and 15. That's it. So creative. Unbelievable. You'd never think, right? Yeah, exactly. It's, Not give it a name, not, see, the problem with naming is you're going to run out. Once something is called something, you have to come up with something. That's why my name is totally made up. This name, I made it myself from 3 other words. It's completely made up. If you Google this, watch what happens. Not a big ML fan myself. Well, some of it is okay. I like the idea of like really quick transients in the panels. However, I don't like dipole speakers mostly. The Mako Macarias were a very, very cool experiment for me in my room. They were actually better than I even imagined in my room. So much so if I just added a sub in room, that would have been it. They were so smooth sounding. Unbelievable. True Audiophiles always has a tape measure close at hand. You damn right. I have one in every room. I'm not even kidding you. And I just got a laser measure for distance measuring also. So I have the measuring tape for one direction or whatever or another. And I've also got the laser measure so I can do other stuff like how far away is the ceiling? I don't want to reach, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, very nerdy shit. It's the simplest thing you could do is just measure where everything is, because the physics in your room is just going to be like, aha, I see where you put your speakers, but it's up to the physics to actually work together. So you got to play off of the position and the sound that you get in the room, and physics is really going to be the commander in that. And you just got to figure out how the room reacts to the speakers and then place them. Too funny. I'm all anal about symmetry, of course, because that's physics. 100%. I mean, recording studios often set up their rooms with asymmetric ceiling and walls. There's no parallel surfaces in a recording studio because they're trying to eliminate standing waves. So they actually manipulate the room to have no standing waves. So that's technically a better thing. But if you don't have symmetry in the space, like instead of it being asymmetric, you could make it like an amphitheater, which is symmetric in a meaningful way. It's kind of, you know what I mean? It's the difference between recording, wanting to hear only what's coming through a microphone and how everything is as recorded, and then the difference between that and playback. I know you guys understand. I don't have to talk too much with my hands. You have a tape measure of the band One Direction. Oh my God. I'm going to boot you. Oh. You'd have a level if you had I have 3 levels, and 2 of them are magnetic. Ike, what's up, man? We're an hour and 38 minutes into the live stream. Nice to see you. It's the only time I can be on late like this is Friday because I wake up at 5 a.m. for work. So that's why I'm never on live with you guys on Thursday, because I'm in bed half asleep by the time you guys are live. The occasional time that I jump in there just to say, hey, what's up? And I type in all caps and then I get booted for some reason. Yeah, that's me laying in bed just trying to say hi to some friends. Oh, rules. You can type in all caps here if you want. I don't care. No rules. Rules are boring. It's all good. Happy to see you though. Thanks for joining in the stream. I appreciate it. I do like when my rare encountered friends join and say hi, and I wish that I could do more of these and have friends join me. It's just I'm on 2 hours earlier than normal. So, and sorry about the cold air. I left the door open. I mean, all caps if you're like saying something like exciting, right? Then it's okay. You don't seem into vintage audio. I have a ton of old turntables if you're interested. Maybe, but like how would you drop it off? And I'm supposed to be getting some from some friends, some either a Rega table or an Avid table, or I saw the Audio Technica one is one that I'll probably like get because it's easy, under $500. But the thing is, like, I have so many other things going on for the rest of the year that I don't even have the extra money to do that. And in fact, there are still things that I'm trying to sell from my apartment in the like duplicate sort of, like I have 2 TVs. I don't need the other one. And I have multiple sets of bookshelf speakers, 2 more on the way. So I don't need all of the bookshelf speakers. So I'm trying to get rid of some things in room right now to make space, but also get some of my money back. Even one of the lenses that I got for my camera, like, it's an amazing lens, but it's in a range that I don't really need. I'm going to use it for part of the year, but then I'm definitely going to sell that lens. Interesting enough, I don't have any rules for caps on the channel, so it might have been... Wow, that's really weird. Yeah, maybe look into that. See if the stream bot... Like, you guys are... I don't know what service you're using, but yeah, it, like, literally put me on timeout. I don't know what happened. That's so weird that, like, I just said, like, hey, guys, whatever, and, like, immediately it was like, you can't comment anymore. So that was wild. Rare time that I come to say hi and this chat bot's like, get out. AI sucks. Pixel, scroll up to the top, see what I got today. Oh, yeah, that's true. Vintage stuff. Old Yamaha P200 still playing plastic. Great. Plus some other new things. That's cool. Yeah, the old stuff is dual. Yes, that's right. The turntable. Yeah, I did all of my vinyls pulled out. You guys, after that discussion we had like a couple of days ago, I pulled the vinyl out of my drawer and now it's like ready to go. I can flick through it and all that stuff. But, you know, like I was saying, there's just a bunch of stuff that I don't really need around here anymore. And it doesn't make sense for me to hold on to it. I need to recoup some of that money. Something that is definitely big and special happening after Expona, I will have to reveal to you guys at that time. It's a steep decision that I had made, but it's something that I had been meaning to and wanting to do for many years. And it's not audio related. Other than like all the health stuff and my, you know, checking in on this and that and all those other specialist things, I have other appointments made later in the year that are going to change something permanently. Yeah, that's about enough. You guys could probably figure it out from there. Some of you are all smart people. You know that? That's why I like having you around to talk to. 3 duels. Wow, that's cool. And I'm glad that you guys are all friends. Most of my regulars are all friends in here. That's amazing. Selling everything off I don't need, as well as I mean everything. I remember seeing a guy's channel recently. It was a vinyl something. He was selling his entire vinyl collection and posting occasionally. I've been following along intently because a lot of the stuff was really cool records too, which is sad, but at the same time, like, it's a burden, right? You can't move anywhere. It's a burden to move anywhere. It takes up space. It would always be on the back of my mind. That's like how I feel about moving forward with audio now, like big subwoofers, big towers, large TVs. Like, all I did was accumulate so much stuff around me. So if I have, say, if there's an accident of some kind, there's a flood, there's a fire, there's theft, there's whatever, I got to move. Like, all this stuff has to come with me. And it makes me feel like going to minimalist. Not minimalist like I'm going to get a digital player with headphones and then that's it. I mean, I could. At some point, maybe that might be easier because then I could listen to my music wherever I'm going, and IEMs are 100% viable these days. The only other thing I would miss is like a tactical vest, so when the bass hits, like it pumps into my body. That would be kind of cool. But other than that, Kilimanjaro, what? Instagram daily, almost every day. So wait a second. Let me see if I can. I don't know. It's not your channel. I don't think it is, anyways. I see updates all the time. I think that's... Could be. That'd be so wild if I just didn't recognize the names. It's not the same name, right? What's the channel? Hold on. No. I see it, but it's not. Yeah, it is a different channel. Different whatever. Apologies for that. Dual 1218 dust covers and fully intact. That's nice. Dual 701 with a Shure V15. Very cool. Travel a lot, so I really do not a lot. Just keep the main system, etc. Moving towards lossless streaming audiophile stuff, but still keep the basic system. Few great, yes, essentials, exactly. Cut it back down. Like I was saying to you guys a couple of days ago, I have essentially four systems in my house. One for the bedroom area where I go to sleep, so it basically just plays forest rain sounds when I go to bed, which is not even fair. Why do I even have that? The second one at my computer, which is the one I was playing today and I use all the time, which is the main, like my main system, which is the Purify module amps from Buckeye, the Eversolo A6, and the Radiant Acoustics. That's a really, really, really good system for a computer, but it's fucking overkill. Let's be honest. They're like $6,000 bookshelf speakers for a computer. I'm nuts. The main 2-channel system, KEF R11s, the Michi preamp, which you guys know, that's wild. Purify module Buckeye mono blocks there. Those are like 500 watts per channel. So that's amazing, but that's a standard 2-channel system. You'd want that in a 2-channel system. DMP A8 for DAC and streamers, so that system's all dialed in. Don't need anything more. Then my home theater system is the Denon A10H 13-channel home theater system with 11 channels of monolith surround sound. So really the cheapest system in here is the home theater system. 11 speakers and receiver, and it's still cheaper than everything else. It's kind of wild. I don't really need all that. I'm a minimalist at heart. Yeah, I wish I was physically as well. I need to figure it out. That's the year. This is the year to figure it out. Certainly with like doing photography and shooting and media, and I've got, all these cameras. You know what I mean? Like this is all my media stuff, plus the one that I'm using behind me. I hope Ike is still here. Check this out. Right, so that's a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 with the action cameras here. That's a cool silhouette shot. So I mean, like all of this stuff, the Eversolo down here, like there's a lot going on, and I have to be realistic. Do I really need it? It's cool, but does it get me paid? No. Is the fact that I have 3 extra cameras plus whatever really cranking in the subscribers? No. I mean, not yet. I mean, somebody might look at it later on and be like, okay, that's cool. Just like Shure has standards for mic. Yes. I was looking them up just earlier days website. They were classified as archival cartridges. Oh, so this one? Yeah, you guys are going off the rails. All right, get a room, everybody. You guys can go and talk in a vinyl-sided room. I'll join you eventually. We're approaching almost 2 hours here. So I think I'm going to cut this one. Thank you, everybody, for the company, for spending time with me, for being supportive, for showing love and support. Support, I just mean being around, because I really look forward to talking with people whenever I can, even though it's just text and we're not actually face to face. I wish it was easier to do that. Maybe if I ever get like the wealth that I really, really want, I will get the farmhouse and a big property and lots of guest bedrooms and a giant listening room, and everybody can come in and listen at your leisure at whatever time possible. That's truly what I want. I want a compound of very creative people around me so that we can do and make a business in a location and that everybody's in one place. Might not be everybody's mood or taste, but you can kind of come in and, you know what I mean? I want to give back and be creative. That's ultimately the goal. And you got to get there somehow. So, yeah, I do have shag carpet in my room already. So, have a great night, Mirage Bryston. Thank you very much for being here. As long as this vinyl is squiggly, yes, definitely. Thank you very much for the great weekend. You too. It is a long weekend, family day here, so we have Monday off. That was great. Auto incorrect. Secret layer idea. Absolutely. So like you have a compound of separate houses on the surface, but then underground they're all connected through the basement. So you just go into your own house, and then in the basement they all have tunnels to the main underground. So like picture a circle community, but all around the inside of the circle is like 3 levels of underground. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, right? That like Dr. Evil shit. And then like a lake in the background. So the tunnel leads out to the lake and the boathouse. Yeah, you guys know what's going on. Come on. I know how to dream. I definitely will enjoy the time off. I need it. I'm going to be watching some comedy now to shake off the week, get my head out of the game. Lots of metal music to listen to. My Discovery playlist was wild. There's some really cool stuff. So if you guys look in the playlist, I'm going to list publicly. It'll say Discovery Weekly and then February 13. You guys check that out. There's lots of new metal stuff that I just never heard of before, so it's pretty cool. Also, go back and check the video again. Nevermore is the band that I was influenced by. The band that I suggested everybody listen to is called The Urge. It's way back in this. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make chapters for this. It's so difficult, and I wish it would just automatically do it. But yeah, enjoy the weekend. Thank you, everybody, again. If I don't stop talking, we're just going to be here for 3 hours, and I can't do that. Go into the roadhouse. They can't corner you in there. Yeah, the roundhouse, exactly. It is a long week. I totally forgot to. Someone told me today. I was like, fuck. I would have had my alarm set on Monday. All right. I'm out of here. I'll see all of you in the future. Check for a stream tomorrow. Maybe I might be doing, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I have some editing to do because I have to edit that comparison video. So I'll find time for that. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for the support and love, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy the weekend. Sleep well. Take care of yourself. Drink some water. Yeah, do that kind of thing. All right. Do all the love stuff too. And like I said, at the end of the video, you made it this far, type Expona and I'll give you a hint about the surprise for Expona. Okay, cool. All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.